5 Questions with Me, EP. Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth. I'm here with criminal law attorney Jonathan Thatcher, and I'm going to ask him 5 questions. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right, number 1. What is one of the most rewarding aspects of your current practice area?
Well, I practice criminal defense, and so I think people that have open criminal cases or criminal matters that are, pending in state court, they tend to be at the lowest point of their lives, and a lot of times I get to help people kind of pull themselves out of that, and that's very rewarding.
Yeah, there's not many practice areas that can say that either. I mean, there's a huge difference, I think, between looking at life in prison and a breach of contract. Not to say breach of contract isn't serious, but you really make an impact on people.
Yeah, when you're dealing with people's liberty, it's obviously it's an important thing.
Yeah, I agree. Number 2, what's one piece of advice you would give to someone considering a career in law?
I would tell them that if you're going to go to law school, to understand that you're essentially committing to a full-time job by going to law school. And if that's something that you're not prepared for, if you're not prepared to really buckle down and do what needs to be done to be successful in law school, then you probably need to take a little bit more time or just not go.
Yeah, law school's not an extension of college. It's double. I mean, depending on what your major is, but law school is definitely like sun up to sundown. Absolutely.
It's a very unique experience. It's rewarding and it's fun, but it's not, if people think they're going there to have a good time,
it's not a good time.
Nah, it's not a good time.
Number 3, what is a piece of advice you received early in your career that you still value today?
My father's a retired circuit court judge in Virginia, and when I first started, I was talking to him about a specific case. He was a criminal defense lawyer before he went to the bench, so he still is an excellent resource that I have. But we were talking about the wording of a statute, and he was explaining to me that this is what the job is. This is what lawyering is reading the statute, applying the facts to the law, and trying to come up with the best argument you can to help your client. And he said something to me in his way that never left me. And he said, there are a lot of pieces of those books that aren't colored in yet. And he was referring to the statute book. And basically that's his way of telling me that, you're going to be amazed at how many people are not even going to read the law or read the statute or have any idea what they're talking about. And if you want to, at least be remotely good at this, then you need to understand the law and review the law for every case. And that's one of the first things I do when I get a new case is I go, even if it's something I've had 100 times, I go read the statute again and I pull the jury instructions. I would say this is exactly what the government has to prove.
That's a great piece of advice.
It was.
I would assume that, I don't want to make assumptions, but I think a lot of people read a statute and maybe, have a couple of cases on it and then don't go back and look at it, and so I would assume each time you have a case, it'd be best to kind of revisit the statute, revisit the law, come up with new or different arguments.
Absolutely.
That's great advice. Number 4, if you weren't a lawyer, what other profession do you think you might have pursued?
I mean, if skill and ability weren't a factor, I'd probably be a professional athlete. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But since skill and ability are very much a factor in that, I'd probably just be ripping cigs and doing construction, like Blake Bortles.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What sport would you do?
Probably baseball.
Baseball? Baseball games are so fun.
They are. And, you're outside. It's nice.
Yeah.
Guaranteed contract.
You run, you get breaks.
Yeah, you get time.
Yeah. All right, last one. What is a small pleasure that always brightens your day?
Almost every morning, my 9-year-old son will get into bed with me before he leaves for school, before I leave for work, and just give me a hug.
Aww.
And then he'll get out of bed and just go do what he wants. It's usually only for 5 to 10 seconds, but he does it unprompted.
Aww.
And it's sweet.
That is sweet, and it's such a good way to start your day instead of having to yell at them to get out of bed or something like that.
It's an amazing way to start your morning. Just to have him get in bed, give you a hug, and then say, "All right, I'm gonna go eat breakfast."
Peace out.
Yeah, see you later. He's real sweet. It's a wonderful way to start the day.
I love that. Well, Jonathan, thank you for joining us and answering my questions.
Thank you for having me.
Until next time. 5 Questions with Me, EP.